Hoi, ik ben Eva en ik wil weer wat korte kapsel met een klein beetje een toner erin.
Okay, Eva wants a shorter hairstyle with a toner. First time she can really color her hair a bit. And she turns around to show you her current hairstyle. And you can find her of course under her own name. Dankjewel. Twee kanten op. De ene draait zo en de andere draait zo. Talking about the implant of the neckline. She has a very beautiful neckline, but one you never see because it's hers. And normally her hair is that long that you don't see it. But now we're going for a shorter hairstyle, so then I will make something beautiful with it. Hello friends on YouTube, starting on her. Ask her to put off the glasses. Dankjewel. Bad weather, so it's gonna rain. Start by wetting the hair. Her hair is totally clean, that I can see and feel. She has a small skull and a beautiful smile. Start by watching at the neckline and at the implant. Pin away the hair on the upper lines. Bij me, zo komt niet voorbij. So part my line just below the fold of the skull. And for her it's very important to have a hairstyle she really can style easy. So that's something she told me, but it's very important for you also to know. So now I freed the line so you can see the fall of the skull into the lines and also to the back. So start on the back by taking off a bit more hair. Turn it so you can watch with me. Zo leuk dat je allemaal van die filmpjes van je dochter hebt, hè, dadelijk. Dat is wel leuk, gaat nooit meer weg. Now, I watch it on the lines and the hair flows into the center, so you have a tail in the center. But also this part moves more to the top than this part, so it hangs more down. Now there I'm gonna work on, and this I do by just go in on the skull bone, lifting up, and get rid of the hair that make this possible. I really like to hold all the lines in the feminine lines, so you don't gonna shave it up or something like that, for those who wait for the clipper. But what I also do is, she has fine hair, so I make use of the beautiful roundness of her skull to get a lot of volume by taking off the underlines of the hair and then make use of the skull bone, because her skull bone is the strongest part of her hair. It helps to get the volume in. Going against the hair fall. When this is done, I have the half of the head done in this line. The parts on the ear I go after that, but first I'm going to show you the difference between the right side and the left side. And holding all the softness of the neckline. And then you can see the difference also. So when I turn it now, you can see the difference just hanging down and the beautiful lines of a skull into this, because you get a much nicer shape and you use the skull as to make a perfect hairstyle. So now I'm gonna get to that. Lifting up in the center, connecting on the line of cutting, and go into the line of the eyebrow bone. Because
The eyebrow bone is laying there. It's the opposite line of the chin line. And when you connect the eyebrow bone to the chin line and you go over the back of the skull, you always pass the center of the skull. So you are always in balance with all the lines. Zo lekker als je opgeknipt wordt.
Het voelt altijd alsof je gewoon een soort van aan het boetseren bent.
Ja, ik ben ook wel aan het boetseren. Maar je hebt ook wel echt een nekje wat je moet boetseren. In the meantime we talk Dutch to each other. For those who think, which language is that? That's Dutch. It's one of the hardest languages to learn. Now come to the part where the neckline swings. So I see that this part swings that way, and you see it also on the small tail she has, and then this part goes very strong into the line and comes back with the same line. But it makes it also interesting to do, because as a hairdresser I like challenges, so for me it has to be perfect. Everybody is perfect in my life. Thank God I'm not God. That would be a hard life. Maybe also a very easy life. I would love everybody. So now I have a beautiful neckline. Wet it a bit. This makes it for her also easy, because this hair is very hard to style, and now she don't have to worry about that, because these lines will lay over this line, so you get a much nicer fall. Minor corrections on the line, therefore I need a little bit moist. And the fine thing when you have short hair and you use a little bit moist on the hair is that hair don't tickle your skin, because they're wet. So they cannot irritate. Going to my fine clipper. It's a Kiona clipper. Get rid of that small tail she has. Make use of all the beautiful lines of the neckline. Get rid of the hair you don't need. Pull it in the opposite line. Guide it into the clip-off blade. Go to the other side. Turn a bit so I can see also what I do. It's very hard to do when you don't see it. Push the hair into the clip-off blade. Go sit in the center so I can see the center line of her hair. Shaping the underline so I have a better fall and it grows back nicer. This is the main thing why I do this. I do this on both sides. So now I have a beautiful neckline where I can work on, and this is the base of the haircut. Turn it so you can see it again. So you see in the center she has now very smooth falling neckline, and that's always nice because the hair will always follow these lines. Coming to the line on top of this, go to the fall of the skull. So I have about 2 centimeters that is not being cut. Watch at the line. Start on the first line behind the ear, lift my fingers up and lay my tips into the fall of the skull. Go gently up. I need some volume on the sides because she has a small skull and I want to have some volume in it. When I go too short on the sides, she has even smaller skull, and I really like it when the hair has some volume, especially around her head. In my mindset, my fingers always point to the center line. Maar mooi dat die ventilator uit begint te worden, hè? Die maakt zo'n lekker geluid, het is net een machientje. Vind je niet? Ik vind dat echt een heel mooi geluid, die ventilator. Dat rammelen en dat tikkelen. En... Het is net of ze aan het werk zijn.
Moet je een keer met een stok op een lantaarnpaal slaan. Dat heeft ook een geweldig geluid.
Denk je dat ik dat nog nooit gedaan heb?
Daar wordt het brede deel, daar zit een blad stukje dat is hol.
Ja.
En daar maakt het een heel goed geluid.
Ik ben wel eens tegen een lantaarnpaal aangereden met op het achterwiel fietsen. Dat was ook zo'n tok. Een hele diepe tok. Vroeger waren je stalen lantaarnpalen, die tokten wat harder. Go about 2 centimeters above that. So just over the center line of the skull. Take my fingers into the line of cutting. Turn a bit so you can see this also. So take my fingers into the line, watch at the lines of a skull. Everybody is perfect in their own ways. So when you use the lines the skull present to you, you always have a good hairstyle. Hold my fingers a little bit more flat, so I have volume on the side. When I would take this up like this, I get rid of the volume. Het is niet zo makkelijk YouTube, hè? Omdat je moet helemaal uit je positie soms zitten. Hè? Lay the hair on the face with the tip of my scissor, correct the line. Watch it fall, and now you see what I mean. So now she has a lot of volume, it travels nicely into the back, so you have a nice shape, and there I can work with, but she also can do. Go to the other side. Come to the other side, free that side. First go on the fall of the skull again. Clip this aside. Start once again on the line behind the ear. Hold my knuckles into the line of a beautiful skull. And travel around the corner, connecting on the line of cutting. Go back over the same line, so cross control. And through the front, my fingers will be laying more flat, so I have more volume, and once again on the sides. Ja, mooi. Mooi cupcakes. Lay some more hair on it. Take it up again. Lay it in the line of cutting. Come to the back. Turning. Lay it back to the front again. Get rid of the small hair that sticks out. So now I can go to the top. Ga je mensen krijgen die de hele tijd in de spiegel naar zichzelf gaan zitten kijken.
Maar dat kan ik toch niet, ik zie niks.
Nee, maar je hebt mensen die dat wel zien natuurlijk.
Ja.
En die zitten dan de hele tijd naar zichzelf te kijken. En dat is niks erger als iemand die dus helemaal niet betrokken is bij de film. Want jij bent het hoogtepunt van de film, niet ik, want ik ben maar gewoon de kapper. Maar dan, als je dan de hele tijd naar beneden zit, had ik hier bijvoorbeeld een spiegel, dan zitten ze de hele tijd daar te kijken, terwijl daar een beeld is. En nu kijken ze heel vaak naar dat dingetje en dan staan ze dus wel in beeld. Both sides cut. So now I start on the line of falling. Take her up. Find me the line where I connect to. Hold my fingers in an angle of 45 degrees. Take it up. And then I travel with it. I call it mostly the hairdresser's dance, because when you stand still, you're just on one line, and now I can much easier see the lines of cutting. And connect them all to the same point. Go back to the line, lift it over in the line of the implant, holding some length on the front. And connect all the lines to each other.
En mensen jou nou nadoen?
Ja. Ik heb nog niet geprobeerd met gekke bekken te trekken, maar het zou kunnen. Ja, er zijn er wel bij die daar oefenen dit.
Ja.
Krijg je dan ook wel eens filmpjes toegestuurd van hoe het dan bij hun gaat?
Nee, dat niet. Nee, ik had dus één keer een kapper uit New York, die was al gestopt. En die heeft nog nooit zo geknipt zoals ik knipte. Dus die heeft altijd gewoon geknipt zoals hij het geleerd heeft. En nog nooit opgelet wie er nou in de stoel zit en wat de natuurlijke lijnen zijn. En die is opnieuw, die was met pensioen. En die is weer begonnen. En die is nu nog steeds kapper.
Oh, wat leuk.
Die hebben een hele nieuwe manier van denken bedacht. Daardoor. Like I did on the right side. I do now on the left side also. When I come to the back, I dance with my line. So stand aside. Coming in the center line on the back. Take the hair over on the center line. Lifting up. Connecting the line. And watch at the angle of my fingers. It's also 45 degrees. I really like the volume that I can get on the sides of her head, because this will give it the shape. But I'm certain that it's also an easy hairstyle for her to do. Go till there's no hair to cut anymore. Now watch that I can get the volume I like. Watch at the lines. Get rid of some small facial hair. Because when I put a toner on it, you will certainly see them. Because they are light, but then they get a color and then you see them. Now so far the cut, so now I can make her toner color. Okay, put on the cape for coloring. Of course, my world famous plastic foil. Made her a toner. This is the first time she really colors her hair. Made a color of
gloss Lakmé, 1.5%. So there's 5 volume. And I make the mix and I put the photo of the mix into it because I like to stay very near to our own color. I made the mix of 933, it's a real golden color, but I made also 556 in it. It's a bit red mahogany color, and those are mixed together to get a real nice natural orange line color, but not heart of line. So that's why I make the mix, because when you want a real orange color like the tubes are, then you have to get to the 49 with Lakmé. They have that color. The nice thing of these colors is they are ammonia free, they paraben free, they don't damage the hair, color only the outside of the hair, not the inside, and they last, especially in winter time, a long time. When you think I have to do something at home to hold it in the color, you have of the line of Lakmé, you have copper colors like toners and conditioners, but also shampoo and conditioner, so you can always get it in line of the color you made. But you can also switch to a red or to a brown, whatever you like. This is also with glint. They have also lines on the conditional base to hold the color for a long time in the color line. Now this is the line I colored. Turn a bit so you can see this. And then the underline I mix into the bowl the 4.00. This is my rest over in the bowl. Always make a little bit more than I have to use, because when you have not enough and you make your own mix, you will certainly have a problem when you have not enough. You better make a little bit more. I really like to mix because then I can make colors the way I like them to be, and especially for the person I make the color for. This apply in the underline. With this on the hair I comb it into the upper line, so you get a nice soft overflow of the color. When somebody likes to have the same color in the eyebrows, you can also color eyebrows with this because it's a very gentle product. She has beautiful dark eyebrows, so you don't have to color that. Clean the skin from product I don't have to use, and she don't have any use for. This has to stay on the hair for 15 minutes. Then I rinse it out. Then I'm going to style her hair and show you the end result. I really like to work with carton wicks. It's always better than plastic on your skin. Close this. Life. Handschoenen is zo lastig om mee te werken. Now we go for a coffee or tea, and you just stay there because we're back in less than a second. Bye bye. Hello, we're back. After 50 minutes we rinsed it out, and now I'm gonna blow dry the hair. Now to dry your hair I need something that's very light, so I'm gonna use a dry shampoo in a box. So this product is that light that you can apply it on towel dry hair. It smells really delicious, very fresh, but it gives power to the hair, but still that you can move everything with it. So now I'm gonna blow dry hair with a medium brush and then brush it through with my fingers. Something like that. Red ik het.
Droog shampoo? Is het droog shampoo?
Ja, het is een droog shampoo in een spuitbus.
Oh.
Die andere was met poeder, maar die krijg je hele vieze pruts van. Die is ook niet zo fijn.
Gonna use my Theo Knoop blow dryer. The nice thing of this blow dryer is you can adjust the temperature, but you can see how warm it is.
Gewoon dag, hè? Ja, gewoon lekker, gewoon het erop droog en zo. Gewoon volume maken, je kunt het altijd weer terug doen.
Maar ik wil geen volume, hè?
Nee, maar als je geen volume wil, dan blaas je het eerst omhoog. Kijk, je blaast het eerst omhoog.
Ja.
Dan krijg je volume. En na de hand ga je vanaf bovenaf. En dan blaas je hem gewoon weer in het model. Je kunt hem gewoon in het model blazen met de föhn alleen.
So far blow drying. Now I want a little bit gloss on the hair, so I take of Goldwell Crystal Turn. It is not delivered anymore in this tube, so this is an old one. Now it's a very boring one, but the product is still the same. It's a gel wax, and it never greases the hair.
That's the beautiful thing about this product. You can do it every day on your hair without washing, and you never get greasy hair.
Vet.
I think this young lady looks stunning with this. To get a little bit soft hairspray.
And this you only use when the hair is still a little bit warm, to hold it in line. It's that soft that you can go with your fingers through the hair.
So one time going through, it's also gone. Now take off the protection. Give her her glasses back. Now I thank you for watching. She will certainly be back somewhere in time. I will be back much earlier, so thank you for watching. Even opzij staan.
Mag je rondje draaien zetten?
Alsjeblieft.
Eva wants a shorter hairstyle with a toner. First time she can really color her hair a bit. And she turns around to show you her current hairstyle. And you can find her, of course, under her own name.